All right. Hi, church. It's good to meet with you online again. I am joined today with Al Oliver, and Al is the
Executive
Director here at the Rescue Mission, and Betsy Leone. And they are going to share a little bit about the Rescue Mission. And so what we've done, as you know, last week, and we're going to continue to do that, is just highlight different ministries, both in town and different ministries we're a part of all throughout the world, really. And so I'm going to have Al here share a little bit about what brought him to Visalia. Tell us a little bit about your call into ministry and what you do here at the Rescue Mission.
Hi, my name is Al, and I'm the Executive Director at the Rescue Mission. I'm into my 6th year now. I think in October it'll be 6 years since I've been here at the Rescue Mission. It's gone very fast. I came here during a time where there was some leadership changes, and the board asked me to come in as an interim, and I was here for a year and a half. And they asked me to stay after that, and so I decided I was going to do that. I've been in both ministry and business. I'm a seminary graduate, and I've had several preaching pastorates, and I've worked in leadership and leadership development, mostly in dealing with organizations that need some leadership during some times of trouble, and so I feel like I'm right in my element right now. So I've got a really good staff, and we're just processing through this coronavirus epidemic like everybody else is. It's uncharted territory, so we're just waiting to see what the Lord does tomorrow, because it changes hour by hour.
And Betsy, what do you do here at the mission?
So I'm in charge of all things finance, and so the money that comes in through fundraising, and then the money that goes out through paying bills. So this is, it's a very interesting time for me right now. And
stressful?
A little bit, but I know that this is the Lord's ministry, and I can't carry it on my shoulders, because I'll just crumple under the weight. I really will. So I know that it's His ministry, and He is going to direct it, and He has sustained us over and over and over again. And so I have to leave it in His hands, because if I try to take it, I won't make it.
Tell us just kind of in a nutshell, what are some of the services that the Rescue Mission, Al?
Well, we're first and foremost a gospel rescue mission. Everything we do is formed around the gospel. But the slice of the population that we minister to are the homeless, the addicted, the abused, people who have had disasters in their life. And so we have a regular reach out. We have a community outreach where we have community showers and we have community meals. We also have overnight shelters. We can house about 100 people overnight, both in our women and children's shelter and in our men's shelter. That's combined. There are two different facilities, but there's about 100 beds every night. And then we also have what's called our residential recovery program, or our Life Change Academy, where we have a room for 50 people, and they stay with us for a whole year. They're people who've come to a place in their life where they realize that they need Jesus Christ. They need to have a change in their addictive behavior and self-destructive behavior, and so we take them through counseling, through really the restoration of their lives and recovery. And it's a very ordered process, and then they stay with us for the year, and it's really our flagship program, because we really want to see people move on to be productive members of our community. And again, all of this is in the context of the gospel. Then we also have our transitional housing program. We have about 20 beds there, where someone graduates from our program. They don't have a job yet, and they haven't built up any cash, so they'll stay with us for a certain amount of time. They'll go to work. We'll help them save their money, build up a little bit of a nest egg, go out and find their own place to live, and then we'll slowly let them go as they move back in, and then we'll bring in our next residential recovery people. And so it really takes people off the street and back into either reconnecting with their families or back into some kind of employment here in Visalia. So we're very happy with it, and we're constantly working on getting it better. But now these are challenged times, because there's not a lot of jobs out there, at least for now. I think when it's over with, it'll pick up again.
Yeah, and this is for either of you two. How can the church, By Salinas, minister, partner with the Rescue Mission, especially during, as you think about just these times, and the challenges and also opportunities that come through this?
Well, I think there are a couple different ways. Normally, I would say first to volunteer, but we're keeping all our volunteers away right now. And so we have a very robust volunteer program. So when the coronavirus is over, please come and
come on
volunteer
back. That's
and
right.
be part of our high impact ministry volunteer. The thing that is probably most effective in helping people change their lives are relationships. We can give them information and we can walk them through, but contact with people who live real lives out there in the world, and creating relationships helps a lot. The other thing right now that we're dealing with is shortages in the area of cleaning supplies, paper goods, particularly toilet paper. Surprise, surprise. And
It's like gold right now. Huh?
that's right.
Should have bought stock.
And so cleaning supplies, disinfectant, that sort of thing. That's important. We've sort of accumulated all of our inventory in one place, so we're really rationing it out, but we're taking care of that.
Yeah.
And then we have usually about a week's worth of fresh food on hand. We have a lot of dry food. We can probably last a couple months on the dry food, but the fresh food is usually about a week and a half. That's milk and eggs and meat and things that can possibly spoil. And so if you have anything, any cleaning supplies, any disinfectant, hand sanitizer, soap, anything like that, we'll take it.
Okay.
Especially if we have gloves or masks or that kind of thing too. The other thing is our thrift stores supply 60% of our revenue.
Oh, wow.
And our thrift stores are closed, which means we have had a precipitous drop in our revenue. Right now, our donation seems to be holding fairly steady, but if this lasts for too much longer, I think we're going to see a downward trend there too. I don't want to be predictive about that, but we're trying to look at this, and we're sorting through all of the government stuff right now having to do with the CARES Act and the Business Disaster Act, and finding out where we qualify and where we don't. And that looks somewhat promising, but any kind of financial support right now to supplement what we've lost in our thrift stores would be really appreciated. So.
Yeah, if I could put it in perspective, we've been really crunching the numbers on what that is. So typically, our thrift stores are able to cover all of their expenses, their payroll, their lights, all of it. And then they have a surplus that is basically a major donation into supporting all the services. Right. So we're definitely not getting that major donation, but we're also still paying those expenses.
Still have to cover the expenses,
Yes.
To cover the employees.
Yeah, it's about...
the rental. Yeah.
It's about $180,000 a month.
Okay, so that's a big need.
It's a big nut to crack.
So donate financially. You can donate, pledge. How could a person give to the Rescue Mission? You can give to the church, and you can earmark it Rescue Mission. That money will directly go to the Rescue Mission. Is there a way they can give online?
Yep.
You can go online, go onto our website, and it has a donation button there that you can push.
Donate.
And donate, and or you can do it by U.S. mail, or you can do it through the church.
All those usual
all
ways.
those, I think.
And then if someone wants to give, they go to Target and they happen to find enough toilet paper for themselves and extra. How could they get? Do they just come on down to the center here? Or?
Yeah, just come on down and drop it off at the front door. Now, during this time, we are only open. Our main front door is open from 9 a.m. to 12.
Okay.
To noon, because we are limiting contact with the community right now. So we're kind of on lockdown in the sense that the people who are staying with us are staying with us, and we're trying to keep the appropriate social distancing from everyone else. But you can come from 9 to 12, or if you can't come then, call us, because we've got someone here at the phone all the time, and say, hey, I don't want to come over at 3 o'clock, and just knock on the door, and we'll somebody be there.
Yeah, or send an email to our main email, which is hope@vrmhope.org.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you for setting up some time for us, giving us some time. Thank you, church, for supporting and sponsoring the Rescue Mission. They are a vital part of our community, and God is using them to change lives, and we're grateful for our partnership.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.